All right, welcome. Here's our last week. I apologize for my appearance here. I'm not quite as professional as I usually am because I'm at a KOA campground here in Lynchburg, Virginia for the graduation ceremony that I've been traveling for. So I'm going to try and finish this up and we're going to drive on. So here's my strategic recommendations for Air Lease Corporation. As always, y'all know me. My name's Lee. All right. Here's our executive summary. So basically, as you can see by the graphic here, this is where all of our customers are based. We have so far north and so far south of the equator, and we have a few outliers really south and not so much north. So we have we have untapped markets, mostly Canada, USSR, Asia ish, and South America. There's also Africa that I didn't choose to cover just because that is I believe to be too volatile of an area to invest in. So with the 9 other top competitors, we hold $30 billion of the $280 billion in revenue for the air leasing industry, which comes out to our shares about 10%. So 10% of the entire aircraft leasing industry we rake in. So if we compare these to the markets, we are looking at a total of about an extra $78.3 billion in revenue per year if we can expand 3 of these markets. So here's our first objective market, Canada. Canada brings in over $29 billion as of last year. It's as you can see here, it's slated to increase by 10% by 2024. At the end of 2024, we do have a deal in place for 15 aircraft currently, but we could probably expand on that. As you can see, AerCap, CDB Aviation, Avalon, and CMBC Aviation Capital are the other leasing agencies. I do believe 2 of these are out of Ireland, which gives favorable rules and regulations for the air leasing industry. So they kind of have a leg up. So, but if we could break into this and we could correlate our 10% share of the industry to Canada, that would be an additional $3 billion in funds. So our second objective would be Australia. We have nothing here. So they have a $9 billion scheduled transportation industry in 2023. Between 2023 and 2024, their daily flights rose 1,000 per month. That's expected to increase. As I said before, we currently have no contracts in this area. And Apex, AIC Jet Corp, and Airflight are the leasing agencies here. If we could break into this for the 10%, it's not a big market, but it is $1 billion. So that's not really chump change. So here is South America. This would come in as our second biggest market. So they rake in at about $40 billion in 2024. They increased their passenger travel 103% over the last 4 years at least. We have partnerships with 3 airlines here, so we do have a little bit of a foothold in here. Atlas Air and South American Aircraft Leasing are the 2 major players in this area. So if we correlate the 10% share into this, we would roll over $4 billion into this. Now that's a big increase there. So in conclusion, we would rake in about about $78 billion extra a year in revenue. So I think it's something we could explore. We might want to take this to the next step and see if this is actually feasible, possibly in Canada, maybe not so much in Australia. In South America might be a toss-up. I did not include USSR because obviously we have 19 aircraft stuck over there that we had to abandon. We're still working on getting those back, so that's still a volatile market, just like Africa is a volatile market. So here is our just from our corporation 10K forms. This is our consolidated balance sheets. This shows our assets and our liabilities. I'm not going to go over this word for word. You can pause this, read this if you like. Here is our income and loss ratios, how we're getting our income, where we're losing the income to, income tax, etc., such and such. And here is where our cash flow falls down in. I apologize if you can't move my circle from a big fat head down here. So if you can't get those last numbers, I apologize. And as always, here's my references. I appreciate this. The class has been interesting. I learned some new stuff, and I thank you for your time.